Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our Star Wars Out in the Dark. I am the Ravnos Archon. My name is Will, and I will be your storyteller this evening. And last we left off with this crew, we opened up where we had left off previously. On the edge of the Dune Sea, Edie found references to the Money Man on the data pad and found that although he was funding whatever Raimes was up to, Raimes was never allowed to be the one contacting them. Raimes was always the one being contacted. They floated the idea of tracing Raimes' location from one of the communiques, discussed the options laid out in front of them, heading out to Coruscant, getting to Bespin, or just hitting Raimes personally. And at that point, Edie parted ways with the Pulsar's ghost, and he brought Har and Jargo along with him, or with them, and then they took off to Coruscant. Took 3 weeks to get there because of the damaged hyperspace engine, hyperdrive engine from the encounter with the rebel base before. But upon landing on Coruscant, they got a nice surprise in the shape of Doman Crow, who managed to bring them to a safe discussion room. On the way there, Edie tried to teach Har some way to harness the latent force abilities within him. Unfortunately, an out of character situation has kept him from taking the first step into what is the Jedi mentality. But we'll see if we get there today. But they got a nice discussion with Doman about um, who Flit's wife was before whatever happened to make her choose a different life. They discussed the disappearance of Jairus and his sister Nella, and then they learned about the same disappearance having happened to Dr. Shakti and Akila, her Padawan, their Padawan. Revealed that there was a Republic outpost on Tatooine that was headed by Raimes. They were told that there's no such outpost and that the Republic would never funnel money into something like that. And then were shown videos of the Republic outpost that Edie had taken. They brought up the whole Bespin situation and asked about Nira Hayes, and then they discovered that she had gone dark about 4 months previous. He believed them. He didn't reach out with the Force or anything, but there was conviction in the voice, and Doman having had some time with Edie in the interim, at least 2 years, it is something that was an interesting character hook for Edie to have noticed. He also revealed that Raimes is currently on one of the more powerful Venator class cruisers, and we're shown a holo projection of their current situation, which is being in orbit somewhere with a transport that is surrounded by Z-90 fighters. And he also let them know that Raimes had just caught a ship in disputed space running items from one planet to another, which they all recognized as the silhouette of the Neverwhere. It was revealed that it was still crewed by the same people that they met outside Beyontul 6. Crow sent a communication that the Neverwhere was holding a Jedi treasure that needed to be brought back to Coruscant, and that the ship and its crew were to be handed over to the Jedi, and that this was a sensitive topic above Republic interference, hoping to buy the crew a little bit of time as they flew out to meet with Raimes and his crew. And then they learned the truth of AIM, that she had had her record sealed by the Council, that she had willingly chosen to undertake a kind of mind wipe from the Jedi, and that she had been allowed to recall them in moments of extreme danger to her life or whoever she deemed worthy of protecting. Edie revealed that the only reason he has Har around is because Har has latent force sensitivity, and in a quick ceremony, if you can even call it that, Har was assigned to Edie as his Padawan formally. he was given a stun baton in lieu of a practice lightsaber, and then they were escorted off Coruscant as quickly as possible, with Crow kind of helping to levitate the carbonite frozen wife of Flid Grilled. And they took off. They saw that there were some Jedis trying to stop them. Crow intervened, and as such, got himself arrested. But the crew took off towards Raimes and the Zhangzhou Hua, and upon arriving, they were tractor beamed into Hangar Bay 5 along with the Neverwhere. One of the Z90s followed them in, as this will be their liaison while on the Venator class starship. And they learned that this is Lieutenant Osh Grilled, Lid's brother. And we left off with them descending the ramp onto the cruiser's hangar bay after coming up with what can only be described as a heist of an idea, which I am intrigued to see how it's going to turn out, having this whole new curveball of Osh being there. Hello, boys.
No one tell Will that we don't have a plan.
You always have a plan.
We have a plan.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
A plan, yeah.
I was given one note, and I'm going to hit it.
That's what I like to see.
Oh boy.
So, Edie has hidden his gem, his jeweled, with a panel. Does the panel hide the?
So it's like imagine like the bubble that's on the side of a kid's play place where they can go and like lick the window.
Mm-hmm.
That just like comes in and gets covered.
Okay, so it's like one of those cat backpacks.
It's like a cat backpack. Yeah.
So the bubbles,
but it can retreat and get covered by the shell of the droid.
Okay.
Like one of those fidget poppet things where it's just like,
yeah,
you push it back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay. So the nameplate is still visible. Like it still shows that you are
100%.
registered ED57.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The name has not changed. No.
Okay. So from what I remember, you and Flid were going to descend the ramp. Har was going to climb up out through the top port and then create some kind of distraction for you two.
Here's what I have written down.
Okay.
Lid is our decoy. Har is our distraction. I'm going for the data point.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go and talk to
the other
Osh.
ship. Yeah.
I'm supposed to go on to the other ship, but so Osh is the captain of this ship, correct?
The lieutenant. He's a lieutenant in the starfighter crew.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you two descend the ramp, you see the Republic uniform of a starfighter pilot approaching you with the same kind of bulbous head, very similar to Flid's. And he just kind of comes over, stands in front of you about 6 feet, and just crosses his arms.
Yeah, because I mentioned we're not related. They ask, "Oh, are you related?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah. He just kind of looks at the two of you. So, you're a criminal. You were a criminal. And now you have this ship. You're a captain. And not once have you reached out to me.
Is he by himself?
Yeah.
Or is he with...
Yeah, no, he's by himself.
Speak to him in Celestin.
Okay.
Oh, what are the chances I know that language?
I don't.
Oh, do you have a language processor?
We never really spoke about that. I'm inhabiting a Republic commissioned protocol droid, so how would that turn out?
Hmm. Even the odds in your favor.
I love when we do this for droid parts. Even.
I hate you so much
Yes. Good. Perfect.
because I rolled a 6.
Go add it to equipment. Language
Here we go.
processor. This is new though. No one knows about this.
This is my little secret.
This is just remember when Silas had wrist guns? This is my wrist guns.
Yeah, I mean, Silas's wrist guns were visible in his session 0.
Yeah, they were never a secret, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I decided to use the Celestin because what I'm about to say is I'm just gonna be quick to the point with my brother.
Yep.
As soon as he says you've never reached out or anything, I'm like, Celestin, I'd let him know that Hudson and Zach are in trouble. Nephews.
He tilts his head. How can I help?
So, and then I go back regular common language. So, you must be Lieutenant Osh Grill. Pleasure to meet you.
Nods.
Yeah, they thought we might be related for some strange odd reason, I guess, grilled, but that's very common on Sullus.
We all look alike to them.
Yeah. So, should we proceed and show us the ship, Lieutenant?
You hear from behind you, "Oh no, there are 2 of them!"
Fuck.
This guy. the one thing that could, the one ranch, anything that can go wrong in this plan, it's him.
And you just see him, you see Ruldu just kind of sit there. He turns around, puts his hands on his head, and he just kind of looks back up towards the ship. You people need to warn people when there are more of you.
Well, here's the thing, Ruldu. There's usually more than one of a type of person, you know. You know there's a bunch of me out there, don't you?
That's disgusting.
Well, one day you'll meet us, which is what I want to get to.
I hope not.
Well, one day you'll visit my planet and you'll love it because we have so many wonderful things there.
I'm just gonna start walking to the data point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the lieutenant. Leave Haran.
But don't leave me alone with Ruldu. Come, let me join you. Come on.
Ruldu goes back inside the ship.
Well, goodbye, Ruldu. Well, how about I walk you through my life?
The lieutenant looks over at you and he's like, "No, why don't you go into that ship and grab whatever you're supposed to grab? I'll deal with Captain Flid."
Flid and grilled. Odd, but yes.
He starts to motion you over to his Z90, and as you step over there, you see that they've removed his R2 unit. Excuse me, and they've placed it next to it, and he just kind of slides over. The R2 unit kind of rolls over to where the 2 of you are. He hands
Explore the ship.
He hands you a data pad. That just has like paperwork on it. And Sullivan, he's like, "Look busy."
I look at it. I start going through the data pad.
Yeah. Har goes over to the Neverwhere. You see this strange Nauroni kind of standing at the top of the entry ramp. And since Har has never discovered this species before, this is a humanoid kind of deer without the antlers. One of his arms is cybernetic, as well as one of his legs. And there's this 3 streaked patch of no fur across his face, and you can see what looks to be a cataract eye. But it does kind of follow the other eye wherever it goes. He just looks down at you. Are you the one in charge?
Me?
I mean, they told me my ship had some kind of Jedi artifact on it, and I can tell you right now we don't. So are you the one that is supposed to find this Jedi artifact and remove it from my cargo containment?
Well, I am not the pilot of the ship, but I am an envoy. I am a voice for these people.
All right.
So,
Well, come on
who
over.
am I making an acquaintance with?
Oh, I can already tell I'm not gonna like you.
Well, that's not a good way to start. I've made a friend with everyone I've met. It's a pleasure. My name is Har.
Yes, my name is Captain Vale, Orland Vale.
You can tell that we're going to get along very well, Vale.
Yeah,
Walk me through!
and he just turns around on his heels and starts to walk back into the ship.
I'm going to follow.
Edie starts to make his way over to the data port. Excuse me. And as you're maybe about 4 feet away from it, one of the Republic guards comes over. Droid, we need your
Yeah.
your language. Come along.
Yes. And I follow.
They lead you to a hallway, and then they take you to what looks to be an interrogation room.
Oh no.
And you can see this strange monstrosity of a creature who's maybe like 9 feet tall, furred. There's a collar on him with a chain attached to the table. There are handcuffs that are also attached to the table, and there are handcuffs on his ankles that hold him in place. But you notice that he has this thick tail and these very velveteen wings that come up from his lower back and kind of stretch out as you enter. And
What?
it roars at you. And the Republic Guard kind of stays in the doorway, but motions for you to enter. It's just like, if you could make heads or tails of that, whatever he's going on about, like, that would be a great help.
Do I know what can I do like a species roll?
Ooh, baby, you gonna make the first roll of the night?
Oh.
Let's do it.
16.
Oh boy,
With a little explosion boy.
a little explosion boy. You have, because of the amount of time that you've spent out in the wilderness of space, with all your other adventures in the Jedi Academy and having done most of your work in the libraries, you recognize the species as a Kentra. They're very bestial, very basic. They're not spacefaring. The last time that you checked.
Kentra? Kentra?
Yeah, Kentra.
Didn't we encounter one with
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, we encountered one back in Bespin.
Yeah.
Remember? What was this guy's
the guy that was like
the Moncal's
yeah.
friend that came to pick up some weapons, and he showed us a secret hideaway. They were in the gun running business, the black market business together.
Right?
Yeah, that was a Kentra.
This is not, and this is, of course, this is not that same Kentra.
It is not.
Okay.
Yeah, dealt with them before, or you have, yeah.
Oh, a Kendra. Hello.
You see it tilt its head and its wings drop. Excuse me. His posture slackens the second you mention its race, and he
I respond in the Kendra language, which I'm assuming is not basic according to the Star Wars fandom wiki.
it is not. It is a lot of growling and guttural
Okay.
noises that your vocoder can replicate, and yeah, one of his hands comes up. I speak basic. Please
Oh,
do not
wonderful.
butcher my language.
The last thing I want to do is butcher a language. Hello. How may I be of service?
You can tell them to release me.
Is there a reason they have you restrained?
They think I'm a pirate.
How did you come aboard this vessel?
On the Neverwhere with the rest of the crew.
Officer,
You see
this
him pop his
gentleman
head in.
this gentleman is aboard the crew of the Neverwhere.
Yeah, we don't have registration for him. We don't know. We don't believe that's true. And you see the Kentra roars
Can I
in
see
anger.
your data pad?
He hands it to you.
Cool. I'm just gonna give him registration.
You're just gonna spontaneously create a registration.
Does a 25 do it?
Oh, yeah. No explosions. That's just you flexing.
That's just me being awesome.
What if he is a pirate?
Well,
No.
Gut says no. So just go with the gut.
all right.
You know what? We can always hire him for the Winchester. As
Yeah, we're here for one thing and one thing only.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'm after. I want my kids.
If anything, I'm stealing this data pad.
Have you seen the list of powers you have access to, by the way?
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about it. What is all this new stuff?
Yeah. So
What's emptiness?
I took advantage of the fact that you would have, since you spent points over the 2 years to raise your skills, that you would have learned
Yeah.
powers along the way. And so I chose the ones that they would have taught you.
Righteous.
Emptiness means that you can put yourself in a state of emptiness. It's basically the step before a hibernation trance, where you just kind of empty your mind, you empty your thoughts, and you just try to find that inner peace.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
When do you unempty?
You choose a point to come out of it. Just like a hibernation trance as well, you can go into it with a set trigger that pulls you out.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So you sit there, you kind of pretend to type over the data pad, and after a few moments, you see that you've created a registration form attached to the Neverwhere.
And like in his language, I ask, "What's his name?"
He tells you it's Kilrick.
All right, I write that down.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he looks at you in his language, and he's just like, "What are you doing?"
Officer, if you opened the proper subset folders, you would have found him under Captain Orland Vale.
He grabs the data pad from you. He starts scrolling. He's like, "Huh. I could have sworn I looked through all the subfolders." Then, with a very sheepish face, he kind of turns to the Kentra. He's like, I'm terribly sorry about this, and I hope that this does not in any way, shape, or form ruin the relationship that the Republic has." And right before he finishes, the Kentra just roars at him, and he's like, right, here we go," and he just unlocks all of the chains and all of the collar, the handcuffs, things like that.
What was his name again? One more time.
Kilrick.
Yorick.
Yep.
I love when you say names because I know I'm butchering them when I type it.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, he
Well done.
stretches, and you see him just kind of like shift from one foot to the other. Just like it looks like he's been here for a while.
Well, Mr. Kjolrik, is it all right if I escort you back to the Neverwhere?
I would appreciate that, actually. And he kind of
Wonderful.
shoulder checks the Republic guard as he walks by him.
As we're walking back, I tell him to hold on, and then I go to the data point.
Okay. As you're about to hit the data point, again, the same Republic guard kind of comes over. He's like, hey, you can't just leave him sitting there.
He is with me.
Right, but you were going back to the Neverwhere, so I think one task at a time, droid.
Absolutely. And then I just ignore him and go into the data point.
The second you start your interface, everything shuts down.
Okay, I figured.
Everybody else who's watching, the second that Edie tried to interface with the unit, the Republic officer just kind of shook his head, came over, and put a restraining bolt on the droid body.
What just happened?
Um,
Do I see this?
yeah, Flid's probably the only one outside with the clear line of sight to this.
It, wow, it looks like they shut down my droid. Lieutenant.
Osh turns around and looks. Huh. Important?
Very.
All right.
And in Celestine, I mentioned like, very subtle, very the low. He's a Jedi.
He stops to look at you. He's like, I know. And then Celestine, he's like, there's no Jedi droids.
Brother, there's a lot I have to tell you. And he wants to help rescue boys.
All right.
Am I privy to what was happening?
No, because you're inside the Neverwhere.
Okay.
Can we excuse me, Lieutenant, I have to see this about my droid.
It's fine. And he kind of taps his astromech with his foot, and he's like, all right, go make friends. You can hear woo woo woo, and the droid spins and starts shooting over.
And then Celestine, I mentioned to him, is there anywhere we can talk?
Yeah, your ship.
By all means then.
He grabs a data pad from me and is like, do you even have the proper spacing for whatever you're picking up from this other ship? And he starts making his way up the ramp into your ship.
Yes, it's up this way. Just go right on ahead, Lieutenant.
After a few minutes, everything starts to come back to Edie. Visual starts to boot up. Ocular audio. And you hear this wild beeping, and you hear the Republic trooper just kind of backing away. He's like, all right, relax. I took the bolt off. It's okay.
Thank you.
The Kentra is half into a box of munitions that he shouldn't be in.
I don't care. Small friend, can you help Kjolrik over there return back to his ship?
The droid beeps at you in an affirmative, and then shoots over to the Kentra.
Kjolrik, Tell Captain Vale ED57 says hello.
He looks at you. He's like, who?
ED57.
No, tell who?
Orlin Vale.
I don't know him. And the Republic trooper just kind of looks at you. That's not normal for a crew member to not know their own captain.
I'm just a protocol droid.
And you see him raise his rifle at the Kentra.
I am going to put the Kentra out. Can I can't like turn someone asleep, can I? Magnify senses. Can I sensory overload him?
That only works for you.
Ugh, lame.
You wanted a distraction? You got one.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be the distraction.
I got stuck with the captain.
All right, idea. Telekinesis. Can I drop him? Make it look like he has a concussion.
Throughout while all of this is happening, Har is being introduced to every nook and cranny of the Neverwhere in an obnoxious manner. Like, this is Orlin Vale upset that he has been held without like an actual valid reason, and he's just like, oh well, if you come over here, you'll see the first kind of cubbyhole that I ever crafted out of the ship. This is where the first false wall was, and now you can see that it just stores like sporting equipment and this and that, and he's just
First false wall?
obnoxious.
Does that mean the ship is filled with false walls all over the place?
And he's just like, yeah, come on, I'll show you each and every fucking one of them. And he just...
That's incredible. I'm guessing it helps for situations like pirates and stuff like that when people are trying to get on. You could just sneak around everywhere.
Yeah, you could probably fit in one or two of them. Come on.
That's incredible.
Let's see how many you can fit in. He takes you to the next one, and he just starts to shove you into it.
Oh, hold on. It is rude for me to enter without, of course, introducing me.
You got permission. You got permission. Get in there.
No, I insist. Please show me.
Yeah, go.
I don't want to get
And
lost in your ship.
He just tries to shove you into one of the next cubby holes. At this point, Kilrick sees the droid. He sees the rifle being pointed at him, and he just throws whatever was in his hands. He throws them towards you and the Republic trooper.
Oh no! I stop it with the Force.
Oof.
With telekinesis and my 4 dice.
All right, let's see if you can stop most of it.
Oh, I just don't want to explode. How's a 13?
Okay. So there is this crate that he was manhandling. You manage to stop 80% of what is inside, and there's just these excuse me, these wild clips, and as they all kind of fly past you, you see him just produce from his fur a blaster. He just starts opening fire. And the guard just screams, pushes you to the ground, and starts to open fire as well. But you hear tiny explosions as some of the power packs full of Tabana gas start to explode after getting shot at. The Republic trooper opens fire to defend you and himself. Especially after seeing the crate just kind of like stop in midair. But Har feels that pull on the Force as Edie activates some Force power. But you both notice that the moment Edie hits the ground the moment that Har feels that familiar tug on the force. There's a response. There's a counter tug as somebody is trying to pinpoint where the force came from. Does Edie want to hide
Yes.
their presence?
Yes.
All right.
Because I have a running theory now, and I'm scared.
Okay. Roll your
I,
control.
I think Raimes has been doing blood transfusions.
12. All right. Let's see if I can beat a 12. Oh, that's bad. That's a 6 on the wild die.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
I'd
you
like to go check on my droid.
you believe that you've hidden yourself, and then suddenly there's just a voice in your head.
Do I hear it?
No, it is just
Okay.
in Edie's
What's up?
subconscious.
What's up?
Found you.
I know that voice.
No. No. The box drops. Obviously, all the clips go flying, and you see that the Kentra is clutching a wound near the center of mass, and the guard starts to get back up, leaving you on the floor. And more guards start to come in.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just gonna get up.
Okay.
Felt something weird. I should go check on my droid.
I'm gonna get back to the data pad, to the data point.
The data point has been damaged in the explosions.
Ah!
So,
Is there another one in this area?
across the entirety of the hangar bay, there
I'm
is another
walking.
data port.
I'm walking as fast as my body will let me.
Okay.
And I'm making. Can I do a comm over to the ship?
Sure.
Is it like a secret comm?
I mean, are you trying to calm certain individuals, or are you just calming the intercom in the ship itself?
I am just calming the captain.
Okay. Yeah, then that's a private channel.
Captain Flid, I have been sensed. Prepare for quick evacuation.
You're muted.
So I'm with my brother.
Yep.
So this whole time while we're on the ship, I'm guessing I show him AIM.
Okay.
And I explain to him everything what I've been up to. A quick summarization, and I guess during all this time, Edie reaches out.
The second you show him, excuse me, AIM, he looks at you. He's like, this is gonna sound strange to you, but how long has she been here like this? Because I talked to her a month ago.
And I tell him that was not. It was a droid. Gosh. These people tortured me.
That's illegal.
These people are not who you think they are. That's why we're on this ship.
Who are these people?
We don't even know. But they want AIM's blood. They want my boy's bloods. They're gifted. Gosh.
Like smarter than average?
Jedi smart.
You gave birth to Jedis? Why weren't they taken to the temple? Why weren't they taken to Coruscant?
AIM did something that she would forget her life as a Jedi, and it would only be activated if she needed to protect someone she loved, and it was activated. She needed to protect the boys.
You hear a couple of explosions outside, like little small explosions, and he pulls out his gun, starts to make his way back down to the ramp. And as you follow him, you get down to the lower level of the ship. That's when Edie's communication comes through.
Ash, we gotta get out of here.
Uh, you will never make it past the tractor beams. Like, you.
And I tell him in Celestin, I'm sorry, I have not kept in touch with you. I promise things will be different, but please help me get out there so I can find my boys.
All right.
I need my family back together, Osh.
Get everybody back on your ship. I got an idea.
Before he leaves, I grab him by the arm and I give him a hug.
He hugs you back.
I love you, brother.
I love you too, man. And as he gets to the bottom of the ramp, he kind of looks up and he's just like, hey, you ever get any better at cooking? Or is your soup still too salty?
My soup was better than your soup any day.
All right. We'll test it. And he kind of... You see him give you the same kind of salute that that Silas would give you. You know, the 2 fingers over the eye, kind of.
Oh, great.
And there's
Great.
a
I'm not gonna cry.
moment. There's a moment where you're just like, this might be the last time I see him.
Sounds like a flag.
No, it's not gonna be the last time I see him. Chewie, no, all right? I'm taking over as storyteller. That's it.
We all get happy endings now. Yay.
Shit, man. I just damn.
But
It's not gonna be the last time. I'm gonna cry. It's like, and I just
you see him start to dart off. What do?
I get on the comm. Need an emergency evac crew. Winchester, emergency evac. We got you covered.
Let me get to the data point first.
Oh, am I getting this? Am I out of here?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. You got the communication.
Okay. I've got to go.
And I run to the cockpit.
Okay.
Time to show my brother that I can fly too.
But you see Edie as you're making your way across the hangar bay. Har comes down out of the Neverwhere and starts to rush over to the Winchester. Okay. You see that Osh is rushing over to where the guards are. He's pointing at different parts, different directions, and people are kind of nodding and going off. There's a couple of them that take Kilrick back towards the what's it called? The interrogation room. And you notice that as he's being taken away, 2 shapes come forward. One of them you recognize is Calix Maze. Still has that scraggly, thin frame. He's got the rifle.
This is his sniper, right?
No. This is his tracker. He's got the rifle slung over an arm, and he's got what looks to be this humanoid next to him. Hairless, there's just what looks to be some kind of strange stripe going up from the middle of the eyes up into the crown of the head. And as the hairless creature starts to look around, humanoid, you feel another pulse of force, and Har feels it as well. Something is reaching out with the force. Does Edie want to try to hide himself again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It was control.
It is just control.
Can I use a character point?
You can use up to 2.
Oh, so we're gonna do that.
You haven't even
So
rolled
now
control yet.
I don't care. So 6 dice. 32. Do I now get a force point?
No, because you use character points.
Oh, you know what? That's fine. I'll take it.
Um,
While I look for my list of Raimes' men.
but yeah, I only got a 16 this time.
Oh, I'm just a droid.
But you do have somebody on your ship that doesn't have control. And you see the hairless humanoid point at the Winchester. Calix Maze nods, and both of them start making their way over to the Winchester. You see Osh kind of starts to scoot over to stop them. And again, the two of you feel a pull on the force. This is cold, and this is dark. And you see Osh suddenly grab his throat as if somebody was choking him. And he starts to fall to his knees.
Can I do a lightsaber boomerang? like in the games?
Do I see this?
Yeah, you would see it because you're in the cockpit.
What's going on here? Edie?
Edie's not there.
Just got so bad. I just wanted to know where this planet was.
But you see that he doesn't stay there. So after a few moments, Osh starts to cough and breathe again. The two of them are still making their way towards a Winchester. And you both feel this kind of quick pull on the force. Edie sees very clearly the hairless humanoid kind of wave his hand, and one of the control panels that you're about to go towards just flips, and you see the landing clamps come up on the Winchester.
You know what? That's fine. Okay. All right. Okay. I relay this over to Flid.
Yep.
Landing clamps have come on. Sith and Raimes' men are walking onto the ship. Be prepared. Hide ha. Do you still want me to get the location?
Yes, Edie. Get the location. Har,
What?
it's time for your diversion.
What? Who am I diverting?
The plan. Har, start diverting.
Diverting what? I talk to people. What are my surroundings?
You're in the Winchester, so you've got the communal area, you've got your room, you've got an access port that leads to the roof, an access port under the ship, you've got the ramp where they're coming up.
I would like to stand on the roof.
Okay.
Do I see the people
No,
at the bottom?
no.
Damn.
They've already climbed up the ramp. Excuse me. And you hear a voice call up from the cargo containment. Captain Flid. Is there a Captain Flid present?
Get on the intercoms. I will be down there. One moment, please.
Excellent.
As I head towards the room with AIM.
Mhm.
And what's her name again? Adeline.
Wow.
I need to make a list of everyone who's on our
Your-
ship. Hold on, can we do
your-
that real
Yeah.
quick?
Your own friend's daughter's
Who's
name you can't remember?
Who?
Adeline. Yeah,
uh,
that's why I'm like, wait, she's named after my goddaughter.
Yeah. Okay. Also,
Who's
it's,
who
so
on
it's
the Winchester?
I've
That-
been dying to tell Rob about that too.
so that's for
But
sure that you're the godfather.
Yeah. I
Hey,
mean, yeah.
you come to me.
He hasn't caught up yet.
You come
We
to
have
me on the
Captain
anniversary of my daughter's wedding.
We have
Adeline.
Edie. 1 second.
Adeline.
We do.
So I tell Adeline and Barnaby to
Also,
protect AIM at all costs.
so Rob doesn't know about Silas.
No, he hasn't caught up.
Talk about crying.
The way, shout out to
yeah,
Rob, probably one of our biggest fans.
You my boy Blue.
Shout out to him and congrats again.
Yeah,
On a baby?
yeah, daughter.
That's so good. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, Adeline.
What
First
a
thing,
sweet name.
first thing out of my mouth, I'm like, well, that's a new character in Star Wars.
Yeah.
There you go. I
Wow.
can't wait till he finds out and sees it and sees this episode that we're talking about.
And then sees the episode where all three of us get killed by a Sith Lord.
Wow.
There's no Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, his oldest daughter is named Alina Leia. So
Yeah.
there you go.
go.
But so yeah, I tell Adeline that this door should be locked at all times. Barnaby and her should watch over AIM at all cost.
Of course. That's my priority.
And I head towards the cargo bay and deal with these scalawags.
You go down and you can see that there is this strange humanoid just kind of looking around. It doesn't look like he has Republic uniform, but just pieces of Republic uniform that have been kind of sewn together. But standing in the center, you recognize Calix Maze from your time on Bespin. He's scraggly, he's thin, he's got this wiry frame, got a rifle kind of tucked under one arm. He's got this urban camouflage to his pattern to his uniform. He's got a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow. Got a short trimmed head of haircut. And then he snaps his fingers, and immediately the hairless humanoid kind of turns in his direction and sees you.
Yo, don't tell me this hairless humanoid is who I think it is.
No. The eyes are a little wide for a human. The head is a little more misshapen than a human. It's not a human per se. It is a near human. It is a humanoid. The fingers look a little bit thicker. His arms and his body is a little stockier than what you would imagine. It's almost like if a dwarf and a human had been brought together and molded into a new species. He's hairless. He has what looks to be this black strip along the ridgeline from the top of the nose up to the widow's peak, where widow's peak of hair would start. And as he gets closer to you, you notice that it's a series of numbers and letters.
Where this is going.
Can I help you with?
The Calyx kind
brings
of
you to my ship.
looks at you for a moment. It's like, oh, you got one of those faces, I think. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. We have several Moncal on our crew, but I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. And you see him look down at a small data pad, like an iPhone sized data pad, and he's just like, Captain Grilled, yes?
Yes, yes. I'm not related to your lieutenant.
Oh, that don't makes me know. Never mind. I don't have a history here for the Winchester. You haven't been with the ship long, or
It's new.
okay? You remember the name of your previous ship? I mean, if you were the captain of that ship, of course.
Nope. Not the captain of that ship.
Oh,
I was. Can't even remember the name of that ship. Is to be honest.
he scrolls, and then he kind of looks over. He's like, "Funny thing, we have a ship just maybe less than 100 meters away called the Neverwhere, and it says here that you were part of that crew."
That was wow, a long time ago too. I did not know that Neverwhere was here.
No.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Why would you do
Shoot.
this to yourself? Why would you do this to
Yes.
yourself?
Oh wait. Oh man, I can't take it back, huh?
That's
I just realized. I realized why we were there to begin with.
Let me use the force to rewind time.
such a power cannot be wielded by the Jedi.
Ah.
Not yet.
That is a tale no Jedi would share with you. All right, so you don't really have the deception skill, so it's just gonna be your straight perception.
Crack that force point out.
Yeah, I'm gonna use some character points.
Yeah.
I mean, you could use up to 2 if you really need them.
15.
Okay.
Use 2 character points. So that's 23.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. That's a good thing that you use those character points because I rolled a 19.
Oh my gosh.
Good thing.
But he kind of looks at you for a moment. And he looks back down at the thing. Oh, weird. I would have imagined that somebody up in communications would have told you what the other ship is that was brought in with yours.
No. I wish they would have. I mean, that explains why they brought me here to investigate the ship now.
Were you on the Neverwhere while it was on Bespin?
Nope. And Bespin. I've been to so many places I can't recall. And I don't think Bespin was one of them.
And again, we're gonna have you make.
You're stressing me out.
Look, man.
Oh, Flit is now the liar that Jairus was.
Oh, it's just like Silas died. I gotta fill in that hole.
Somebody's gotta be a liar and a cheat.
I'm lying just like Silas would have wanted me to. You know?
Like Silas would have wanted me to. We can text him and find out.
Oh no.
We know who his favorite person on the ship is.
I think only his best friend would know. So
That's why
I'm aware.
We'll ask Barnaby then.
Perception.
Yep.
18 and explosion.
Oh.
Okay.
Should I use my character points? Yay.
Are you happy with your 18?
I'm gonna go with character points.
You have like 1,000 character points. Yeah, use them.
I'm gonna use 2 more character points.
He doesn't have that many anymore.
Oh, a 9 and exploding again.
Whoa!
27. A good
That's
thing.
2 explosions.
I don't know the Neverwhere. I've never been to Bespin. What's his social security number?
Next time you come after me, you done best bring some kryptonite. It's a good thing
Silas
you
would be
use those
proud.
character points.
Silas would be proud.
Because I did roll 21 that time.
Oh.
So,
The Neverwhere? I thought you said the underwear.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that ship in my life.
yeah, he nods. Miss Grilled, Captain Grilled.
So I'm still getting used to it myself.
Do you have a manifest of your crew and cargo that you might be having on the ship?
Might, like I said, bear with me, getting
Hmm.
used to this whole captain, ship owning, everything, you know?
You see the hairless humanoid step towards you. And as he does, you can make out that the string of numbers and letters on his forehead are 00 XP.
00.
XP. And you see him start to smell you.
Back off. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't like close encounters.
Oh,
Personal space.
don't mind my associate. He's a truth seeker.
A truth seeker.
Yeah. You can tell
Yeah,
when
but
people are lying.
He's still getting too close in my personal space, please.
Oh, no, I understand. It gets some getting used to. First time I met him, like he was straight up, might as well have been making out with my ear. He was so close.
Yeah, no, I back off even more.
Have you ever had your ear licked? I don't know if that's a thing. Like, is that too much to ask? Is that a Sullivan thing? Like maybe is that sexual in nature?
Leave my ears, first of all, out of this. Second, that's very, very rude.
No, say it, yeah.
That's very rude to assume something like that about my race.
Yeah.
Call him racist. Get him canceled. Let's go.
You're right. You're right, and I apologize, Captain.
No, you're here. You board my ship, and you demand. I don't even know who you are.
Oh, did I not introduce myself to you, Captain?
No, you did not. You just boarded my ship.
I'm sorry.
And then you have this humanoid here invading my personal space. I was invited on this ship, mind you. Right?
If X,
so why don't you?
If X
no,
is giving
I'm
you
done.
okay.
I'm not done here talking. I was treated with respect with your lieutenant, and then you board my ship now, and this is very invasive. You know, I'm here from Coruscant, right? You can check that we were invited here to investigate this ship. And I use my commanding voice, commanding perception or whatever persuasion you want.
He's fine. He stands there. He's like, you let me know when you're done, Captain, so I can.
I am done, and I wiggle my ears because this is, like I said, I do not deal well with my personal space being invaded like this.
And you see, the second your ear starts to wiggle, the hairless humanoid just clamps down in front of you with his teeth, almost like Val Kilmer does in Top Gun. And it starts to bring back memories of the cell.
It is him, isn't it? It's him, isn't it?
It's not him. It's not
okay,
him.
because I have PTSD. Like I have both Lid and myself have PTSD. That's why I'm like, yo, it's better not be him, and that's why like I'm all weird and awkward right now, just like Flid would be.
Yeah.
It's not him anymore. This is him with your son's blood fused into him.
Thanks. That
Yeah.
reassures me even more.
Yeah, that'll help you sleep at night. Excuse
Pretty
me.
chill.
While all of this is happening, what is Edie doing at the panel?
He
I
better
just,
he
I
better be doing
just,
some shit on the panel because I'm here fucking getting my ears about to get licked and stuff.
I'm going for two things.
Okay.
I want the location of this planet, you know, this water planet.
Mhm.
And then I want which I did not Brandon knows the name.
Yeah.
But he forgot to write it down in his notes, and because he's had such a long week, Camino, there it is. The coordinates for Camino, and then he's
Yep.
also gonna unblock the ship.
Okay. Just your ship?
All the ships.
Okay. Are you gonna do?
And then honestly, if I can get away with a third one, I'm gonna try and do my favorite thing, which 100% worked the last time I saw Raimes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hack his loudspeaker, and I'm gonna say that then.
Well, let's say whatever you want to say to the roll. Because if you
Okay,
fail,
cool.
then there's no need to
Yeah. So I'm gonna use
to
2
go down
character
that
points.
path. So are you gonna try to do all 3 things with the same swipe, or are you gonna take your time with each individual task?
I'm gonna take my time with each individual task.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
you're gonna make one computer programming repair roll
22.
with a 1 on the wild die.
Yeah.
Excellent. And this is the one for Camino?
Yeah, this is the one for the clamps.
Okay.
Yeah, if I get to pick.
I mean, it's up to you. If you
Yeah, I'd rather screw over the other ships and let ours get away.
Okay. I'll make another one for what do you want this time?
So this one is for I haven't looked at what it was yet. I just clicked the button. This one's for the first thing I said.
Camino?
Coordinates.
Okay.
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
Do you want to use character points or do you want to move on to the third roll?
I'm gonna go for character points because I think it's behind a paywall.
A paywall.
So that's 2 character points. So and I add an extra 4 to that, so now it's 25.
25. Okay. And now, do you think you've spent about 10 minutes here? Do you want to push for the third?
So did I unlock us at least or someone else?
I mean, you won't know until all the rolls are finalized.
Okay.
What happened?
Um
But you are sensing. You and Har are both sensing the force kind of reaching out again from inside your ship.
Okay, because I would only do the
Do you want to hide your presence?
Yeah, I'll hide my presence again.
Oh, what a jerk. Just let him find you, bro.
I'm just scared.
Well,
Sitting on the roof, not knowing what's going on, and just feeling these waves of terror.
He might find me because that one's an 11.
You don't have any more character points to protect yourself?
That one's a 16.
Oh, man. I wish that was good enough.
No way. Wait,
17.
you good enough or me good enough?
I rolled a 17.
Oh, one down. Okay, that's fine. That's fine because now he's gonna walk off the ship.
Yeah, he sure is.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay.
So
there's that, and I. Oh,
now that he's found you, do you still want to go for that third?
Har's on the ship.
Har, you see a Har on top of the ship.
Who's left in the hangar bay?
Osh with a group of medical units.
Oh, oh God, I have such a good idea, but someone's gonna die.
And you can see standing on the ramp, kind of looking at you and looking around, is the human female that you remember from Bespin, Riley.
Riley.
Riley Gent.
The name sounds super.
She's on our side.
She's on our side. Oh, that's right. Yes. Can I get a comm off to Har and to Ash while I'm standing here?
You don't have Ash's address, so no, but you can
Okay.
calm Har.
Okay, I'm gonna comm Har.
Okay.
Get back into the ship.
Well, it told me to do a distraction. I don't know who I'm distracting.
I'm about to open the airlock. Get back into the ship.
You got it. Yo. Flip.
And you see the hairless humanoid start to descend the ramp. And it just starts kind of looking around. It rushes out so it can look up towards the ship. And then looks over in your direction.
God, I hope he locks.
Confused.
Blade, let me know when you lock the doors.
So, this guy's still in my presence?
Yeah.
You mind? Do you need anything else?
No.
And I motion my hand out towards the exit of the room.
Yeah, no, and he follows the hairless humanoid out with his eyes, and he's just like, no, I think we found what we were looking for. Captain, it is a pleasure. I do hope you keep your nose clean.
What does that even mean? Like, who is this guy?
And you see him start to descend the ramp.
Is Har back inside the ship?
You believe so?
You heard me when I jumped back through the roof.
I closed everything.
Okay.
Last check is to open the airlock.
Okay.
Good.
That is a 30.
Yeah.
I get my force point now.
You do? No, it's 31 or higher.
31 or higher. That's fine.
31.
Okay. Cool. I can't wait to find out how many people I just killed.
So you see all the roles finally come through. I mean, all the tasks, finally come through. You hear a bunch of the clamps opening, not just on your hangar bay, but on the hangar bays that are kind of adjacent and above and below.
Okay.
And you see the hangar bay's force field drops, and the Neverwhere starts to scrape across the floor as it is being slowly sucked out into space. You don't see the Winchester moving, and that's because 2 of the 3 clamps have been removed. There's a single clamp that is still holding it in place. You see the med crew and Osh start to fly out towards the vacuum of space. You see his astromech droid fly out into the vacuum of space. And you just see the humanoid creature just pull himself down. And both you and Har
fight against that?
Feel the force being pulled hard by him.
I would like to negate his force. How do I do that?
You can try to use telekinesis to push him.
Okay, cool. Because I'm just going to turn my magnet feet on.
Okay. You're going to let...
You just killed my brother.
I'm going to use the 13 to pull Ashen.
Oh.
No, I'm going to use I'd rather save someone's life. All right, I'm using my last 2 character. I'm using the 13. What's 13 plus 9?
21.
22? 21. I'm
22.
using the 21.
22.
20, whatever the number above 20.
Yes.
9
I'm
plus
using that
10.
to pull Ash in.
Okay. So you're still gonna let the medical crew fly out into the vacuum of
I
space?
mean, if I can pull everyone who flew out back in, sure. Everyone but Raimes' guy.
No. And you see just crates start to fly out. The Z90 starts to just comes crashing against the Winchester. It crumples against the more larger ship, and you see that is enough to dislodge the Winchester from the magnet clamp. And now those two ships start to fly out into the vacuum of space. The hairless humanoid and Calyx Maze are both in its bubble of resistance. It's holding both of them into the position that they're in. You hear Calyx Maze order an emergency shutdown of the Hangar Bay 5, and you start to see the blast doors start to close.
Does Ash get back in?
You're holding him, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like holding him in my arms.
No, you're holding him in place, like he is.
Oh, so he's okay. So who was I able to save?
Just Ash.
Just Ash. Okay. The astromech has jets. The astromech will be fine.
Some astromechs have jets.
All right. Well, you know what? Look, the brother's safe. The Winchester's out in space now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Motion slip.
I'm gonna send the location of his kids to Blid.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure he gets that info.
Yep. And
ED,
there is
where are you?
a communication that pops up, and the blast doors close. Everything returns to normal inside the hangar bay. And the hairless humanoid starts to stalk towards Edie.
I would like to pocket out the lightsaber.
Okay. The Neverwhere starts to fly away. What is the Winchester doing?
Do I get the location?
You have the coordinates for Camino.
ED.
He's still inside.
I told Drox last time that if I stay behind, you get him to Camino.
He will not leaving without you.
I'm focused on this guy. I'm not responding.
Okay.
ED.
And Drox just kind of looks over at you. Is like, coordinates are put in, Captain.
I know, but I'm not leaving anybody behind. ED.
Right, well,
My brother knows who you are. Trust him.
Get to Camino and save your sons. The Force has guided me to a different path. Meditate for the ones that we lost today. I saved Ash. I cannot save them all.
You see
What are you
Drox.
doing?
You see Drox hit a couple buttons.
ED, stay. What are you doing, Drox?
2 missiles go flying out towards the blast doors.
ED.
Good job, Drox. ED, we're coming to get you. Get ready.
You see part of the blast doors just open up as the explosion hits, and things start to slowly be sucked out.
Bring my brother.
It is a rough humanoid shape.
Bring your brother. All right. I pull him in.
Right.
Get our hangar doors open for For an emergency evac with Edie and my brother.
Aye, aye.
Rodu, Alpar.
You don't hear any response, but you just hear him kind of run off. Um,
All right.
yeah. So
Drox, get ready for an emergency evac. And get ready for light speed once they board. Punch in those coordinates.
all right, but we're only gonna get one chance.
Then we can't screw this up now, can we?
Okay. So, what is Edie going to do?
So lay the scene out for me.
So,
So have I experienced the explosion yet?
yes, the explosion did nothing to the Venator, but the blast doors are pushed open enough that a humanoid could squeeze through.
Off the bat, do I know? Hey, Will,
Hmm.
I have a naughty idea.
Okay.
Can Flit and Har deafen themselves?
Oh. I can deafen them.
Okay.
Get that without us? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There you go.
All right. Now that it's just you and me, here's my plan.
Okay.
Looking at the opening, do I know who can get in? Do I know if there's enough time for two of us to get through?
Considering that Ash is unconscious, you would need to drag him through with you. You
Okay.
couldn't rely on pushing him through first.
Okay.
Or you could also use the force to make the opening bigger.
How many rounds do I have? Just so I have an idea.
I'll give you 3 total.
3 total?
Yeah.
Okay. And both of these guys are coming towards me?
Yeah.
Or they're now
Just the hairless
back on
one.
trying. Just the hairless one. The other guy's trying to keep himself steady, or he's floating.
No, the other one is pulling himself towards the entrance to the hangar bay.
Okay.
He's got 2 grappling hooks out that are
Okay.
holding him in place.
I want to walk toward so I'm in line with the opening and then pull Ash to me.
Okay. It's a simple alter roll for telekinesis.
23 with an explosion.
Ooh. So he comes flying into your arms like a princess.
Okay. Is that 1 round?
That is 1 round.
Okay. How does the bald one react?
He is incensed that he did not sense you before, and he's just confused as to how a droid is manipulating the force.
Awesome. Okay. I am going to let go on my magnets and let myself get pulled out of the space.
Okay? You start flying towards the hole,
Okay.
and immediately you see him also kind of release the force energy that he was using to keep him in place, and he starts floating towards you too.
Okay. Do I see them? What, am I now out of the hole?
No, you're flying towards the hole. You can see that outside, through the little bit that you can see, that you can make out, it looks like the Winchester has turned itself around and has the smaller of its landing pads open towards you.
Okay. But we haven't, Ash and I haven't broken through yet.
No.
Okay. So there's still 1 more round before we get out.
Yeah. At the end of this round, you hit the blast door.
Okay. So then I'm now I want to open the door wider.
Right? Make an alter check.
10.
Okay. You pull one flap. You're so concerned with holding on to Osh and with whatever plan you're coming up with that you only manage to draw enough force to kind of pull a little bit of a flap more open. It's easier. It'll be easier for you just to shoot through. You don't have to squeeze through it anymore.
Okay.
But you do see the hairless thing kind of land on the blast door above you. Its face is a mixture of glee and confusion and anger. And its eyes are intelligent, but there's something empty about them.
A real person. Just gonna watch it as we zoom out.
Okay. You have one chance to grab onto the ramp.
Okay.
You've used your alter this round, so you're going to be at a -1 die to whatever you choose. But you can choose either you're brawling, you're climbing, jumping, or your alter to get you to where you need to go.
So I'm at a -1 die no matter what, or just for alter?
No, you're at a -1 die regardless of which one you choose.
All right, I'm gonna do brawling.
Yep.
13.
Okay. Let's see if that is enough. In the safety of the Winchester, Ruldu, standing next to Har, kind of looks out. He sees that there's maybe 30 meters of empty space between the crack and the ramp. He just looks down at Har. They'll never make it.
Oh wait, we should tell him to look again.
Oh,
Yeah. Also, Osh is my priority, no matter what.
okay.
Yeah.
But in the hangar bay, Har and Ruldu kind of look out. They see that one of the pieces of the hangar bay has opened up. They see the two shapes of Edie and Osh flying towards them. There's maybe like 30, 40 meters of empty space, and Ruldu just looks down at Har. They will never make it. I hope we're ready to bury them wherever we arrive.
They're going to make it.
Rodu, that's not the time.
And you see that there is just this, what appears to be a miscalculation on someone's part. But it looks like Edie and Osh are about to just deviate out of the angle that the ship is in. And then at the last minute, you just hear this heavy sound of metal crunching metal. And Edie's free hand has grabbed onto the support beam that pulls the ramp up and down. And you see it throw Osh into the ship, and then it pulls itself into the hangar bay with him. Rudu gets on the communications. Okay, you can punch it. They're in. And immediately in the cockpit, you see the blue tunnel of hyperspace.
Drugs.
Edie. Edie, you have tried being a martyr so many times in the time that I've known you, and I still hope to not see you succumb yourself to scrap.
I'm ignoring Har so hard right now. I'm walking straight to Flid and Drox.
Okay. Rudu kind of looks at you as you walk by him and is like, what am I supposed to do with this other Caverner's ear?
Heal him.
I don't know if I have that in me, but okay, here we go.
Just there in the cockpit, letting out a sigh of relief.
Yeah. Drox shows himself out of the room and asks Edie in the hallway,
You had one job.
I still have a captain.
I suppose.
He rolls by. It's just you and Flynn in the cockpit.
We both could have died.
Not leaving anybody behind anymore, Edie.
What happened with Silas was terrible. We do not know where Dr. Shakti is. But you know that I would have found a way off that ship. That Republic monster would have found a way to stop us from leaving. You had to just go. A lot is on the line right now to get you to your boys. I would not have died, and if I did, then that be it.
Slam the dash. No, Edie. That is not it. I've been trying to get my family back. I've been trying to be with my family for the longest time. In that time, I have gotten a new family. Silas and Dr. Shakti. Then you came. You're all I have left of that new family. I don't know where Dr. Shakti is. We will save them. I don't know what happened to Silas, his sister. I will rescue my boys, and I will do it with you by my side because you are family. And now I'm reunited with my brother, who I have not spoken to in years as well. I will not lose any more of my crew, and I will not lose any more of my family. You can take that as the love of a family member, or you can take that as a direct order from your captain. Either or, you're still family, and either or, you still are on my ship, and I am your captain. I refuse to lose any more, family or crew. There's nobody I want more on my side now than ever to help me rescue my boys.
I walk over to the general comms. Adeline, Lieutenant Osh Grild is currently in the hangar bay with Har and Ruldu. Can you assist in giving him proper medical treatment, please? Thank you. Go to your brother.
Needy. Thank you. Give him a hug. Give Edie a hug.
You can hear the door opening to Ames' room, and you can hear Adeline making her way down.
Love you, Edie.
I know.
I head towards Ash and Adam.
Okay, and Edie is left alone in the cockpit of the ship, the blue tunnel swirling around. You just feel this presence. Just feel this familiar sting, this barb, this thorn. You hear, you have two of us facing you now, Father.
We'll meet you on Camino, and we will put an end to these family ties.
I look forward to showing you what I have become. And then the connection ends. Images of your home world start to wash over you. The luminescence of all the other shards on Orax as the sun sets over the horizon. The hive mind that you are no longer a part of. And the one thought that kind of lingers is how you hoped that maybe your vein would end with you. You never wanted to propagate the hive mind, at least not when you were part of it. Now that you have been out in the galaxy, do you think Edie would go back to the hive?
I think he wants nothing. They want nothing more than to just put an end to like the crystalline force sensitivity. Like there was a reason they didn't want their cluster to really further out, and that they were the only bit that, as far as they know, was force sensitive. And now with the shardling out in the world, like I know how much danger I really can be.
Mhm.
So another one out there with the evil intents that it has is one that needs to be stopped.
Yeah. And as Har, Ruldu, Lid, Adeline, and Osh are all kind of gathered in the cargo bay, and Winchester is just rocketing towards Camino, where Flid's children have been and currently are. This is where we're going to call it for tonight. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. As always, please continue to wash your hands, continue to keep your distance, continue to wear your masks in public, please. Numbers are rising again, and if you are of age, please get yourself vaccinated. It's one of the few ways to actually stop the very, very serious portion of COVID from affecting you. So please, if you are of age, get yourself vaccinated so we can help put a stop to this. If you are watching live, as always, mental health here is a serious topic. It's part of our general health. And so if you feel like you are not okay, which is okay to not feel okay, please know that there are phone numbers in chat. If you're watching on YouTube, they will be in the description box below. If you're not in the United States, there is a link going up. Find the resources you need in the area that you live in. Mental health shouldn't be stuck behind a stigma or a taboo. It is part of who we are, and more it's becoming evident that we need to take care of each other and ourselves. And so I ask, if you are a friend or family member of somebody that's usually a strong personality or happy-go-lucky personality, please check in on them, because you never know what somebody's facing and how a simple hello or how are you can change the trajectory of somebody's life. It's very, very careful thinking, and I'd rather err on the side of safety than have to hear about another tragedy. So please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We will see you tomorrow for a special one shot of the month. We are doing a Dark Ages Scion first edition campaign, because second edition, apparently whatever they do at Chronicles of Darkness, their first outing tends to be garbage, and so I don't like second edition. So we'll be doing a first edition Scion game set during the fall of Atlantis. So Dark Ages Scion should be fun for everybody. If not, I will see you Monday for our Camarilla chapter of our Vampire the Masquerade game. If not, Tuesday for our Legend of the Five Rings game, where we'll be introducing a scorpion to the coterie. And if not, we will see you sometime after the holidays. So please be safe. Have a happy holidays. Hold everyone a little tighter, and please take care of yourselves. And we will see you when we see you. Have a good night.